did you make on your first real estate wholesale deal?
On my first real estate wholesale deal, I made $7,000.
That's pretty good.
Yes,
How
it is.
That's really good, man. I did not even make $7,000 in a month's paycheck during most of my employed life. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was a real shocker to me as well.
How long did it take to do to close that whole transaction?
I would say it took about a week. You know,
What about from the process of like, from the moment, first time that you reached out to them till you got the deal closed, how big of a window was that?
to the time I got the deal, it took about, I would say, 2 days. As far as getting the customer out the DocuSign and having them, sign the contract, to me presenting that to the title company and getting the process started.
Gotcha. How did you find the deal?
I actually found the deal using the deal machine. So basically, I was cold calling and just calling around to, the people that I exported from my list. And I just contacted, after like 10 calls, I got someone, and, the rest is history. So.
Damn, that's early. That's very fast. You serious?
That is fast. So what was your marketing strategy that led you to getting a hold of them? Like, you're using the Deal Machine app, but how did you get the leads?
So basically, I find the area. So I find cash buyers, and I find, which area that they're buying in. And I use those, that criteria to go find the sellers.
Where did you find your cash buyers? Where did you go to find your cash buyers?
I actually did that with the deal machine. So it's a function on the deal machine where you can actually just search for cash buyers. And so basically I just sent them a message letting them know that I'm looking for property in the area, and I could, find land, and, I did the whole cold calling on them and build up a list. And then I just started working the criteria that they told me to find.
Right. Okay. So how many of those types of people did you end up getting a hold of or a response from when you texted them or cold called them?
I would say about 10 people. I got a hold of 10 people. So it's actually 2 people that I work with closely. So out of the 10 people, I work with about 2 people. So.
How many, or how big was that list? How many calls and texts did you send out in order to find 10?
I would say it took me about a week. It took me about a week to just cold call, and I probably did it about 2 hours a day.
Okay. Yeah. How many calls, I guess, total is what I'm trying to say. Like, was it 10,000 people on that list that you called, or how big was the list? And
I would say about 5,000 people on that list.
Okay. Gotcha.
Quite a few people. So.
That's cool, man. I like how you approach them, with confidence, just asking what they'd like to hear from you, right? What they would like, what type of properties that they want you to go find for them.
Yeah. And so you basically want to get that criteria so you can know what to look for. And that way you won't be wasting your time.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
So then you switched over so that took a whole week to find your 10 cash buyers.
Yes.
Then you switched over to looking for properties.
Yes. So I basically deal with just land. So on my second wholesale deal, I was, texting and, text blasting or whatever. And I actually came across a lady, and I basically asked her, I said, well, are you interested in selling your property? And she said, yes, but I also have 9 lots. And, in order to purchase this one lot, you're going to have to purchase them all. And I said, yes, I'll definitely purchase them all. So, I actually got on the phone with my partner. I said, I got 9 lots. And he was like, what? You got 9 lots? I said, yes, I got 9 lots. And so I basically put them under contract, and I shot all the 9 lots to my cash buyer, and he was like, "Yeah, I take all of it."
How did you know what price to get those under contract for?
I actually, to be honest with you, I knew a little bit about the price because they kind of give me like a variable of price that they go by. But the price that she was selling them for was so low. I mean, it really didn't even matter. So
okay, where did you see the variable price that they normally sell at?
They normally sell at around, I would say, 20,000.
Right. Well, how did you know that? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, because they have like a criteria sheet that shows you exactly what they're paying for that particular.
Oh, you mean your buyer? Your buyer told you that?
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So, what did you end up making on that? Was that the $7,000 wholesale deal, or was that a different one?
No, that was a different one. That was a different one. Yeah, that was a different one. On that particular deal, I end up making $50,000.
Wow. So, what was she? How did you get her to tell you what she wanted to sell the lots for? This just came up when we were coaching somebody earlier.
So basically, she had already had in her mind where she was selling her lots for. So she already had in her mind that she was selling her lots for, like, so, they go by quarters and half an acre. So a quarter of acre, she already has specific prices for her quarter acres and her half acres and so on.
And you just asked her? You're like, what are you wanting for these?
Yes. I mean, it's just that easy. Yes.
Hey guys, if you know you want to quit your job in the next 3 months, make sure you're subscribed to this podcast because we've got some incredible frameworks with step-by-step instruction that you're not going to want to miss. Also, leave us a rating and review to let us know your favorite parts and why you want to get financial freedom.
So do you prefer to do vacant land or homes when it comes to wholesaling?
And I actually never did homes. I only did vacant lands. So I actually prefer to do vacant lands because pretty much I do everything virtual. So I don't even have to go to show the house or, I don't even have to show them anything. It's just basically they can look at everything through Google Maps. And then when they purchase a lot, they actually do a survey on the lot. So it's a particular company does that to make sure, there's no animals, there's no flood zone and everything like that.
Gosh. So is this rural land or is this land or lots that you pick up?
Infill. I specialize in infill lots.
Okay.
Infield. So it's like a neighborhood.
It's like a neighborhood with a whole bunch of pocket of lots and they're just basically building in that area.
Got it. So, and then they didn't build on one lot, right? That's what an infield lot is. It's like in an existing subdivision where they just didn't build on one of the lots.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, like, for example, if you go to like Palm Bay, Florida, they're just building in that area. So they will have different lots that basically that they didn't build on yet, and they're just building new areas. So they go to the area and they put utilities and water, sewer, and everything like that. So they just build up different communities, and they're just building all over.
Got it. Or somebody will buy it and they maybe just change their mind. They're like, I don't want to build on this, but they still own it. And so
exactly. So those particular people was, they're just looking, I guess that's what you would call distress. They just basically want to sell it because they didn't build a house on it. So they just want to get rid of it.
Got it. Ronnie, what were you doing before this?
Before this, I actually was working for the county and I had a lot of time on my hands because I'm just basically like a security guard. So I'm just sitting there and I came across my friend, he actually does wholesaling and he was telling me about it. I was like, wow, this could be something I could do in my spare time. And it actually ended up being a full-time thing.
All right. Nice. So how's your life changed since you don't work at the county anymore as a security guard?
I would say how my life changed is, I'm able to have time with my daughter. I'm a single father, so I'm able to do more with my daughter, get her off to school. And then, after I get off to school, I come back and, I'm off cold calling and texting and, just trying to get more sellers and more leads.
Got it. What was like the most valuable piece of advice that you received along the way that really made you feel like, this was possible, or just made it easier for you to do these types of deals?
Well, I met a guy, his name is Blake, and he actually really motivated me like every day, and he's been doing wholesaling for quite a while. And I really didn't believe it. I said, man, you can make that type of money? I mean, are you joking with me? And he was like, yeah, and he was just giving me a lot of motivation and, showed me a lot to do with contracts. And I would just say, to the people out there that, just getting into it, I would say just be patient, because it definitely will come, and, get with get with the right people,
right?
That, that will be on your side, that can help you, mentor you, and show you a lot of capable things that you can do.
Yeah. And I'd echo most of the people that maybe jump on to get, coaching with us. We've been doing that lately. They'll say, well, I tried, wholesaling in Miami, Florida, but that didn't work. So I went and tried a different place. And then when I kind of dig in with them, they made 2 cold calls and it didn't work. I'm not even joking. That literally happened. And so I was like, I think you just want to stick to where you're at. But Roddy, he made 5,000 cold calls to get a hold of 10 cash buyers. So that's like a good ratio to remember, that you've just got to put in enough contacts, right? You've got to put in enough effort, and it will work. It's proven.
Yes.
And your advice resonated with me because you were around somebody who was doing it. It showed you it was possible. It just made any doubt that you had, just wash it from your mind, because it's impossible for that doubt to live there when you're hanging out with a dude who's doing it.
Exactly.
That's another tip, is just try to find somebody and hang around them. Here in Austin, Texas, there's like 6 wholesalers in WeWork. That's where we're at right now.
Oh, wow.
So we were coaching somebody who lives in Austin. I was like, Miss, you need to spend time in WeWork. Get a membership and work here, because it will remove that doubt from her mind as well.
Oh, yes.
Her name's Amy, and she's coming in next week.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
She tried to come in today, but we're going to be out of here soon. So anyway, Ronnie, where are you going to go from here, man? What are your goals?
My goals from here is to just keep going to the top. I also want to get into fix and flip, and I want to do driving for dollars. There's so many avenues that you can go with this. You don't just have to sell land or sell houses. I mean, you can literally, get into commercial properties. I mean, it's just so many, sky's the limit. So I definitely want to get into fix and flip. A few buy and hold properties, just acquired one last week. So yeah, I'm most definitely trying to go straight to the top.
Well, yeah, Ryan's very inspirational to me. He's doing so many wholesale deals. He just hired a chief operating officer to come in and run a lot of his 7-person team. So he's just now being able to buy some of his time back, right? He's buying it by bringing in a qualified person that needs to make money to do that job. But now you're getting some time back. This is his first week, I think, where he's working a little bit less. First, he came to visit and hang out with me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you have so much free time, so it's good to enjoy it and put it back into the business.
Yeah. Right. Ronnie, where could people find you if they wanted to follow you on social media?
Well, I'm actually on Facebook, pretty heavy. I am at Prime Land Home Buyers. That's my company. And
great
also, thank you. Also, I'm on Prime Land Home Buyers on Instagram as well. So yeah, definitely reach out to me We can JV deals. We can, come up with a lot of different avenues to work together.
And how many deals have you done now, would you say?
I would say 10 deals, just getting started. So, like I said, sky's the limit.
Does that include the 9 lots, or is that one deal?
Well, I just choose that as one deal, but in all, I would say all the lots, I done sold over 20 lots.
Yeah. Man, Ronnie, I'm so excited for you, man. This has to be a drastic change for you and your daughter. No longer working at the county, man.
Thank you.
Man, I wanna say thank you so much for sharing your story with us on the podcast. Would you like to receive a Deal Machine hat?
Yes, most definitely. I would.
Okay. What's the best swag item? The hat's easy. You want a shirt, I don't know, a pen, a coffee mug? What would you want? What would be the best thing for you?
I would say a shirt and a hat. That'd be fine.
Oh, a shirt and a hat. I like how he worked it. He worked it.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll follow up with you to send that your way. Hope you have a great rest of your day, man. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, and I appreciate you and what you're doing as well. It's great.
Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate you. Talk to you later.